Good morning. It's Sunday, August 18th, and my rant about the Ten Commandments was misinterpreted by some people. I didn't say anything about the Ten Commandments and how they affected people's lives. It just was a question of whether they should hang on the walls in a school. But today I want to tell you 22 things that people misunderstand about Ten Commandments. The Ten Commandments comes from the book of Exodus in the Christian Bible and in the Jewish Tanakh, which is the Torah. They're a set of principles assuming to have been instructed by God and how one should live. And while the 10 vows may seem like straightforward directives, there are actually several misconceptions about the important part of religious and human history. Now, the Christians and the Jewish Torah. So religions use them as a guidepost for their lives. And the Ten Commandments have influenced the religion of Islam also. And while the Quran doesn't explicitly list them in the same way, each of the laws is stated at the same point. Now, the Christians and the Jews follow the Ten Commandments, but they translate them differently. In fact, they not only write the exact words differently, but they also derive different meanings. Specific sects within Judaism and Christianity follow the commandments in seemingly contradictory ways. Now, Moses got the Ten Commandments sometime 3,500 years ago or so, and the commandments no longer apply to our modern world because of their ancient origins. That's the feelings of many people on earth. However, the truth is that these directives are timeless. And Billy Graham said, although they were given many centuries ago, the Ten Commandments are still valid in our lives, and we would all be better off if we followed them. Now, depending upon the translation, the Ten Commandments usually start with, "Thou shalt not," which makes it seem as though they're simply a list of don't do this and don't do that. But they're really much more than that. The Ten Commandments are spiritual and emotional guideposts followers of God can and should live by. They contain positive messages that help people live virtuously and have a better relationship with themselves and others and their God. It talks about the holy days, the 6 days that you should work, and on the 7th day you spend revering the Lord your God. And Christians took the meaning that Sunday was the day of worship. And in Judaism, it's called Shabbat, and it lasts from Friday evening until Saturday evening. And during those times, no work is to be done. And what people don't understand about the Sabbath commandment is that it isn't just about showing up for church service or taking time off from work. It's truly about taking time each week to feel gratitude for one's life and the gifts of God. The 8th commandment is thou shalt not steal. That looks obvious, but it's about much more than that. When you take something that doesn't belong to you, that counts as stealing. But you could be stealing someone's peace with unkind words, or you could be stealing someone's honor through deception deception, or even stealing through bribing or committing fraud. And in this, however, the exact meaning of the word honor has been debated worldwide. But it's important to understand that God specifically wants his followers to respect, love, and support their parents no matter what, from childhood into adulthood, no matter what you think the meaning of the words are. And in our modern world, there are many people who are disappointed with the Torah's use of the words man or he instead of humans or them. They feel that that's discriminatory because it's sexist. However, the Ten Commandments are truly for people of every gender, all people from every background, through honesty, loyalty, and honor. And when you look at Commandment 6, thou shalt not kill, that seems like it's a very straightforward statement. It has actually caused much debate over the years. Certain sects have a different take on this particular rule. While they say kill only applies to murder, others argue that absolutely no life, including that of an animal or a fetus, should be taken by one who wants to dedicate their life to God. And the Ten Commandments are supposedly instructions from God. And so there are many people who believe that only religious people should follow these commandments or can follow these commandments. But during today's legal and moral standards, such as law against murder, theft, and lying under oath, are based upon the original ancient decrees from the Ten Commandments. Now, many people understand the Ten Commandments are to be a comprehensive list of laws set by either the Jewish or Christian God. But that's not true. The Ten Commandments are the foundation of ethics, morality, and worship for both religions and many others, and especially Islam, which has many of its sacred texts based upon the Ten Commandments. And these commandments go beyond religious rituals. They also encompass ethical and moral guidelines that govern social behavior, promote justice, honesty, and respect within all communities. Now, there are some in the world who believe that the Ten Commandments should be interpreted literally, but many scholars and religious leaders disagree with that interpretation. They believe that the Ten Commandments can be metaphorically or symbolically applied to the daily lives and the daily aspects of life for very important values. And so I leave you with this morning. The Ten Commandments, a major piece of written literature that has survived for centuries, and it is worth following to this very day. So have a great day. Think about the Ten Commandments for a few minutes and appreciate the fact that you live in a place where they are honored. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.